two teams will play about 2 hours from now in Seattle. Phoenix running lineups for these teams. Elena Delle Donne leading the way for Washington. 21 points per game is a new Mystics regular season record. Renee Montgomery has been a huge pickup in the offseason. The free agent who won a couple of titles at Minnesota, trying to bring one to Atlanta, and we are underway season this year. Cloud, a very important piece for Washington. 4 or 5 inches taller. Hayes with a miss. Elizabeth Williams going up against Delle Donne, puts it up. Again, going up against Montgomery, leaves Atkins open. And there misses.
I'd do it again.
Delle Donne, that was...
Or do that. Transition, just to pass over. And what you must do is respect her ability to
sit out a few games with an injury earlier this year. Tolliver decides to step back and hit it. Every time Washington has hit all 4 shots from the floor. Montgomery from way downtown.
Of moves that she has and the shot fakes. And you take a look at Renee Montgomery. The basketball, you want to get a dig on the post, but you have to be sure you can get back out.
And even though she's, what, 3 or 4 feet behind the line, you still have to be aware. That's good. Sanders left open.
In that throttling of the Sparks.
Sykes got blocked by Sanders. Williams goes up against Sanders. It's knocked away momentarily. Breland gathered up her first personal foul. Hayes, her high 17 points per game this year. Atkins. Breland working on Sanders, who gets her second. And another 3 for Washington, this time from Cloud. 7 of 9 from the floor. They've hit 4 of 5 threes. Delle Donne with the steal. What a move.
We have to play with our hands up, guard your individual matchups. And when she came to Atlanta,
establishing a defensive identity was the #1 purpose.
Scoring team with Montgomery and Hayes in there, that combination, okay? And we saw Washington's bench. As you see,
Hayes with a little crossover. Rebound ripped down by Monique Billings, the rookie out of UCLA. Bentley to Ruff and Pratt for Washington at the next whistle. We go inside a minute. Shot clock skinny for Bentley. And she has delivered off the bench. An 11-2 Atlanta.
This is what Alex Bentley has the ability to do.
On the bench. Tolliver, with 2 seconds left, had to throw it up. Hawkins finally. Bentley scored 10 points in under 3 minutes when she came in off the bench. From Georgia Tech. Delle Donne, nothing but net. Tolliver, nice with the Washington now up 5. Scoring the first 5 points of this quarter until Hayes.
Let's start with Tiffany Hayes in attacking, and this is a mismatch. And she just goes left.
Tolliver with the long 3.
Crossover and finishes, and then Christy Tolliver looks over at Delle Donne right there, and that look, can you make those little adjustments and those little plays and win? And that's why I love watching Vex like that.
Last trip down defensively. And now works against Sykes and puts it in. You referenced.
Sykes is caught on Hawkins, and Hawkins recognizes it. Atkins recognizes it.
And now Delle Donne with a big advantage over Bentley. Wow. Billings over Delle Donne. Delle Donne now working against Breland. Bentley comes with the double team. Delle Donne spun the other way, stayed with it.
Donne should have dove to the basket there when she had the switch of Bentley on her.
Atkins forces the turnover. And now Hayes counters with Sykes. Williams puts it back. Energized.
When I switched on to them when I played, if we had fouls to give, I was giving them. Give me Tiffany Hayes on my team.
And guys, Tiffany Hayes finds herself in familiar territory.
Delle Donne not in the game for Washington, but Hawkins. It's again now They are playing without Angel McCautry, who tore her knee. Robinson had a chance to speak with Dream head coach Nikki Collin.
Well, Kara, you mentioned how comfortable Washington.
Different types of personalities with teams. And if you're a team that plays with a lot of joy and plays with a lot of passion.
There's Tiffany Hayes with the basketball. She has had to work for everything today. And a chance for a three-point play for Elizabeth Williams. Up at the top of the hour against Phoenix. Sykes slashes in and then gave it up nicely to Williams, who finished. Cloud left open for three, drains it.
When they've needed a big shot, somebody on the Washington team has stepped up and made a big three.
Montgomery able to get by Tolliver and bank. Being defended by Breland. Nothing has come easy for her here so far in the third quarter, but she was able. Sanders got a good look.
Had to get iron transfusions at Georgetown. Has just been fatigued for stretches of this season.
Like Tebow says that she's been a difference maker. Bentley scored 10 points in 3 minutes of the first quarter. And that's another foul on Hawkins, and they count it.
More purposeful in their drive, more aggressive.
Steps back over Deladon. This crowd was going to explode if she hit that one. They'll take that. Billings with a chance for another three-point play.
She has been utilizing her athleticism. It's a solid defensive possession for Washington until right here, when Monique Billings out-battles two.
Back to that and really be aggressive. Thank you, Coach. You got it.
And Elena Deladon played every second of the third quarter.
I don't think that there's an answer for this one-on-one. I think if you're Atlanta, you have to make the decision, am I going to bring it down?
Cloud steps back to take a three, and that's off the mark. He's doing a lot of the things that don't appear in stat sheets to help out Washington. That'll help. Deladon, nice cut. Tolliver found her. Takes it.
Well, we talked to Nikki Collin before the game about that matchup, and she felt good about John.
Hard. Washington keeping possession and at Tiffany Hayes. Finally.
Atlanta needs this. I mean, they need Tiffany Hayes, their best player, to.
ESPN News and NBA TV. You can always find information on our website, as well as. Hayes decides to take it in and then missed. And Washington goes back to their superstar. Good double brought by Williams. And then a foul. Playoffs after tearing ligaments in her knee 3 weeks ago. Atkins to Montgomery found Sanders, and another block for Elizabeth Williams. Williams has had a really good game today. That's her second block, and then Hayes finishes. Deladon working against Breland, who got a block. Dream. Hayes, count it.
Exactly what Atlanta needed to do. Disrupt the tempo of what Washington is doing on the offensive end. And hopefully I deciphered that well enough for you.
Thank you for the translation.
Yeah.
It was different language. Bentley didn't even look for the shot. Breland, in and out. That would have tied it up. With Sanders in her face. Tipped by Atkins, and that's your ball game. And Washington survives. Washington with a new franchise low 4 turnovers in the playoffs.